Hey, what's going on? I picked up these Air Force Ones from the Goodwill Outlet Center. They're pretty much tore up. I threw these bad boys in the wash after I scrubbed them down. Um, Next thing I did was actually put some Salon Care 40 on the soles. The soles are still pretty much yellowed out, to the max, looking like piss. So basically, I threw them bad boys under the LED lights, 300 watt, for about 2 days. Rotate about 2 hours on each time. Rotate them. They came out, fairly clean. This is what they look like after they were done under the LED lights. Not bad at all. I'll actually take a brass bristle brush to them, touch them bad boys up a little more, just to whiten them up out a little more. And then next thing we're gonna do, I'm going ahead and pretty much do some wet sanding on these things. And basically what that's gonna do is the scratches and the gouges that are in the shoes, sand them bad boys down with some 1500 grit sandpaper. You can do it wet or dry. In this case, I'm spraying a little bit of water on there, do some wet sanding, just kind of smooths the paint out in general. So when you do paint over it, you don't see the gouges and the scrapes as much if you can get a good paint job going on there. So first thing you want to do before you start shooting these things down with the airbrush gun is you want to use some acetone, lightly rub over the whole shoe, any area you're going to be spraying paint on or painting over, and that's basically going to let you adhere the new paint better when you take off the factory finish to it. So I just use acetone to do that. Very simple with a little cotton ball. It's the easiest way to do it. Next thing I do after that, I'm gonna start taping these things up with some red vinyl tape, 1/4 inch. Get around the main parts of the shoe needed to tie off. Then it's a lot easier to tape the rest of the shoe off in general. I recommend to use that. After that, I got some too thin and some white paintbrush mixed. You want to mix that stuff up the right consistency so it shoots through the airbrush gun nice and smoothly, and then you kind of just touch the shoe up as needed. What I do with a lot of the times is go over some of the rougher areas with an actual paintbrush. That way you can put a thicker coat down in that area, and in the long run you kind of get a smoother blend. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my Louis Vuitton customized self-adhesive stencil. I'm going to get that pretty much weeded out, everything out of the way that I'm not going to use, so I can get ready to put my transfer paper on top of that so I can lay this stuff down on the shoe. The next thing I did was tape off the Nike swooshes. Got all the templates made that I needed to make. And after I got the templates made, I pretty much laid them down on the stencils, traced them out, cut out what I needed. It actually makes the process go a lot quicker in general, I guess, when it comes to laying down the stencil on the shoe. Then you want to retape the shoe box up, and then after you get that taped up, you can pretty much start laying the stencils down. So now that we got the stencils laid down, the shoe taped off, now we're gonna grab our Angelus Fire Red, and we're gonna paintbrush these bad boys over. Usually what I would do is tape off the whole shoe except for the areas I need painted, and then shoot it down with the airbrush gun. I wanted to try the paintbrush this time, the Princeton paintbrush set I got from Angelus. They're pretty dope, so I wanted to brush them down, see how they came out. The results were pretty good. It's just a little more touch up when you're doing this with a paintbrush instead of an airbrush gun. I actually took the stencils off the shoe off camera, and pretty much next what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and take the tape off these shoes so we can kind of see what we got here. These Air Force Ones came out pretty clean. I'll probably end up putting some more Salon Care 40 on them, throwing them under the LED light a little longer, see if I can brighten them soles up a little more. But other than that, they came out pretty dope though. Let me know what you think about it in the comments.